We are deregulated. This should be a part two of my. This should be a part two of my lesson. I gotta straighten that out. Let me get this straight for a second. This is a part two of my lesson. Deregulating the nervous system. Matter of fact, I'm gonna call this lesson Soul Authority. Because if your nervous system is not re-regulated, you have no soul authority. I don't care how long you've been going to church, how much you've been praying. You got witches and warlocks out here who have way more soul authority than people that's going to church right now. Why? Because they fasting. They're re-regulating the nervous system. They understand in order for my spells to work, I have to have my nervous system on point. On point. I got a video I'm gonna play for you guys on a lesson, on a future lesson of a warlock, if you haven't already seen it, of a warlock saying that he only had sex 5 times out the year. It was only permitted him for him to do it. And believe me, I know he was fasting at the same time. This why these hexes and spells are working on us out here, because we're not putting the work in. We're not re-regulating the nervous system. We have no soul authority. None. None. This is a serious lesson. This is a serious lesson. Semen retention and discipline. Why semen retention is important? Well, it's part of fasting. You're retaining from lust. You're fasting from lust. That's also helping to clean the inner man. You understand me? But your semen retention is in vain if you're not fasting, period. Like if you're not going without food, period. It's in vain. It's in vain. Let's get it. 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 27. But I keep under my body and bring it into subjection. That's what you're doing when you're fasting. That's what you're doing when you're on semen retention. You bringing your flesh under subjection. Your spirit has now soul authority. That's why when you walk around other people and you fasting or you on semen retention, they can feel that presence. They knowing there's somebody different. Unrestrained release drains strength. Proverbs 31:3. Y'all should know this one. Give not thy strength unto women, for their ways destroy kings. Right? But let's see what Chad says. But semen retention without regulation, without nervous regulation, without the nervous system being regulated, becomes pride. That's why it's in vain. And I spoke on money. Money is an energy, right? We look at money as being something physical, but anybody that's in tune and spiritual know money is spiritual. Money is energetic. But money only resonates to you as a being on a certain vibration that you're vibrating on. If your nervous system is out of whack, I don't care how much you work, how much overtime you doing. I don't care about none of that. As quick as you get that money gonna go bye-bye. Because it cannot stay around a vessel that is around a nervous system, a being with a nervous system that is deregulated. It can't. Money is high vibrational. Provision flows to peace. That's what it says about money and regulation. Provision flows to peace. Proverbs 10:22. The blessing of the Lord, it maketh rich, and he addeth no sorrow with it. Yeah, you making money, but you got sorrow. You feeling like you living paycheck to paycheck. Why? Nervous system deregulated. Fear repels increase. Luke 12:29. Neither be ye of a doubtful mind. You can't have nothing but a doubtful mind when your nervous system is deregulated. That's the only level you can think on. When your nervous system is deregulated. We have to re-regulate our nervous system, man. It's a must. Doctors know this. Some of y'all doctors done told y'all this. Some of y'all psychologists have even referenced it. But they haven't put it together like I'm putting for you guys today. Saul became deregulated. Let's go to 1 Samuel chapter 16, verse 14. When Saul became deregulated, the Spirit of the Lord stopped dealing with him. His nervous system had got out of whack. And it's different accounts in this book that shows us when people were regulated, when their nervous system was regulated, the blessings that came. When their nervous system was deregulated, the blessings left. Curses came. Ass whoopings came. Trauma came. Heartache came. Pressure came. This is 16 and 14. It say, but the Spirit of the Lord departed from Saul, and an evil spirit from the Lord troubled him. Why? Because his nervous system was deregulated. Saul was very rebellious, but he only was in that rebellious state because he had a deregulated nervous system. It's very few times, very rare, that you gonna read where King Saul was fasting. David fasted all the time. Saul, That's why his nervous system was deregulated. And after a while, it became so deregulated where God was like, I can't do nothing with you. I can't be around that vibration. I can't be around it. Esau, the Caucasian man, deregulated. And his progenitor, his forefather, Esau, had a deregulated system also, right? When he went out there and ate that red meat, he came back with a deregulated nervous system. That's why he gave his birthright away. His nervous system was deregulated. Daniel, right? Let's go to Daniel chapter 1, verse 8. Go to the great brother Daniel, the great prophet. We put respect on his name. Daniel chapter 1, verse 8. But Daniel purposed in his heart, his mind, La'ab, his mind, that he would not defile himself with the portion of the king's meat, nor with the wine which he drank. Therefore he requested of the prince of the eunuchs, right, that he might not defile himself. That right there sum it up. Daniel went on a fast. And not only did he fast from food and from drink, so he did a dry fast, but Daniel also went to the prince of the eunuchs, right? What is a eunuch? Someone that is not sexually active. Or if they are sexually active, they're not releasing. Eunuchs, I explained in other lessons, but for you guys that are new, eunuchs are men that were castrated. So they really don't have any sexual organs. And most of the time, it was their testicles being cut off. You understand me? But we have spiritual eunuchs today, such as myself and other guys who are performing celibacy and semen retention. Okay? We are spiritual eunuchs. All right? And Daniel was like, told the prince of the eunuch, because he knew he would understand what he was saying, or understand what he was saying. That's for my enlightened ones out there, right? What he was saying when he went to him was like, look, say, man, I want to refrain. I want to retain my semen. He knew the eunuch was going to be more receptive to it than the bitch-ass king of that time frame, which was Nebuchadnezzar. But Daniel got the blessings. Blessings came to Daniel. Daniel wasn't experiencing what all the other motherfuckers were experiencing during the slavery of Babylon. Daniel wasn't experiencing. Yeah, he was in slavery. But by him re-regulating his nervous system, that brought a different aura, a different vibration around Daniel compared to all the other men that was around Daniel at that time, who wasn't re-regulating their nervous system, who wasn't fasting, right? Who was having sexual intercourse with the slave girls. right? Who was eating and drinking along with the king, right? Daniel understood what position. Daniel knew I'm in serious time, so this called for serious measures. And for a lot of you people out there, you in a serious time right now. Your money leaving daily. You having arguments daily. Serious times calls for serious measures. And that is my lesson for today. And to sum it up, if you want the blessings of the Most High God, you got to re-regulate the nervous system. You have to fast. It's a necessity. Okay? It's a necessity. And like I say, this lesson isn't for just you guys out there. This is also for my future self. Right? For the times that I get off the train. Right? Because I'm in America with you, with all you beautiful people. I'm in America too. And I understand how fucked up this country is. I understand how fucked up that the thinking collectiveness, collective thinking of society. I understand. And I'm a part of that. I got a smartphone just like you guys, right? I have a dopamine system just like you guys, right? So these rules not only do apply to you, but it also applies to myself. I am a human being like you guys, right? And for my men out there, I am a man like you guys. And it is very important for us as men to re-regulate our nervous system because we cannot lead nobody, especially your wife, your family. You cannot lead them effectively, properly with a deregulated nervous system. Your woman is not going to want to follow you at all. At all. And if you do get to the point where you want to re-regulate your nervous system and she don't, I ain't telling you to leave her. Because Paul say, don't leave her. That's what Paul say. But if she really rocking with you, she'll get on the train. If she not, if she ain't rocking with you, guess what? Eventually she will disappear. But it ain't about her. It's about you. You the leader. And on that note, man, I ask that the Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, cover you guys, and I hope and pray that this lesson, bless y'all lives as also bless my life and bless my future life. And to my future self, always revert back to this lesson. Right? This has to be one of the strongest lessons that you have done. Always revert back to this lesson when you feel off of alignment, right? Because for your life, you want to be in alignment. That's what you want to be in, Mr. Williams. And until next time, I see you guys in the portal. I ask that the Most High cover y'all and also cover me and keep y'all blessed and also keep me blessed. Until next time, I'm out.